I'm going to be ranking all 23 team jerseys for the 2026 Tour de France. I think I'm the most qualified person on the internet right now to be ranking these. I am a natural born hater. I love to critique things. I co-founded a cycling community. I design my own bike jersey that's coming out in less than 2 weeks. I work part-time in an undisclosed bike clothing store here in Berlin that may or may not be clothing one of the teams. I have a graphic design degree. I work as an artist, and I watched every single episode twice of the Tour de France documentary on Netflix. Let's get into it. 2 axes, not ugly to ugly, iconicness to forgettableness. First up, we have Alpecin Premier Tech. These are all the official reveal photos, by the way, for all of these teams. You know, they look like they're wearing a shampoo bottle, which makes sense because this is a shampoo brand. I will say their kit has barely changed since 2015, and I do find it really funny that it says Brostor on their butt. However, last year's double denim was iconic. It was ugly, but so iconic. So for that reason, I'm going to be putting them in fairly iconic, but also pretty ugly. Bahrain victorious. Don't like this pillar in the middle of the 2 riders anyway. One's looking to the camera, one's looking away. We've got some random splashes going on. They also showed this behind the scenes of the design, and to me it's giving, we designed it and now we have to do a fake process book in university. If they're going to be doing color swatches, what color would 322 political prisoners swatch be? That it is ugly and also forgettable. Caja Rural? Actually gorgeous. I love this photo. We've got a bit of film grain, the origin of this jersey. So they actually decided to base it on this jersey from the 80s. And they even brought out Marino. They brought him out to show off the kit. And it's pretty much a one-to-one recreation of the original kit, but in modern fabrics. It's beautiful. It's iconic. Cofidis. Horrific photo. They look very uncomfortable. There's a lot of logos going on. We get it. You've been sponsoring teams for 30 years. Why do we need 8 logos? The color blocking is kind of nice though. We are going to see a trend today that all of the French teams are stuck in the past of A, they're bad at the Tour, and B, they're bad at designing things. The brown socks and shoes are carrying the rest of this design. Very forgettable, but I think that it is not on the ugly side of things. Decathlon CMA-CGM. Don't ask me what those letters stand for. I'm here for this photo. They look happy to be there. I don't like the height difference of them, though. It's very displeasing to me. Decathlon have Paul César. French people can correct me. And I do like the Timothy Chalamet-ness that he brings to the team. I think he has like 10% Timothy in his face. I like the asymmetry of the colors of the arm. But again, can the French team make a jersey that isn't red, white, and blue? It's a struggle for them. So for that reason, it is both ugly and forgettable. EF Education Easy Post. Last year, they changed their kit sponsor from Rafa to ASOS, and everyone was like, it's going to suck, it's going to be ugly. ASOS does ugly designs, which they do. Actually quite surprising. I mean, you can't go wrong with pink. I like the little strips on the shoulders, the circles of the radar. I think that works really nice. I think it has nice panache. We have on the left the previous years with Rafa and Palace. Insane, you will never top this. But they did a really nice Giro kit in the alien green. I'm ranking them pretty highly. I think you can't really go wrong with the EF kit. I think it's a bit of a struggle to do something ugly with it. Groupama FDJ United. Horrific promo photo. Again, another French team doing red, white, and blue, and also one colored sleeve. I don't know if they're sharing designers over there. The FDJ Suez women's team have sick kit. Demi Vollering in full white. Their designers are actually working well. The men's, both ugly and really forgettable. Jayco Alula. I'm not really a fan of high contrast images. They did throw a man out of a plane to promote it, which, nothing says fuck off oil money like throwing someone out of a plane. It's very Joker. It's very purple, green. They were probably scraping the barrel of the colors of what was left in the peloton to stand out, and purple is left. It is uglier than Cofidis, but it is less forgettable. So, Little Trek is little. What can we say to that? It's pulled straight out of a little magazine. I'm not a fan of Magaboy. I think he should be replaced by the I Love Shopping at Little woman and put her on an e-bike. She's going to be my mascot. Very iconic, but very ugly. Lotto Intermarché. Can a French team do something without red on it? Challenge. No. Actually, I think they're Belgian. Very boring. Don't like all the lines everywhere. They are only kept relevant because one of their riders celebrated and then fell off his bike as he won. Yep. Movistar. Oh boy. They had to change their kit. Usually they have a white kit, but apparently it was too similar to the Young Rider kit, so they went for this blue. The white was a lot better. The blue is ugly and forgettable. If it weren't for the Movistar logo, I would have forgotten that it even exists. NSN. Again, we are a Biniam standing household here. He's going to be my green jersey winner. Kit is nice from the front. Kit is nice when they're stood up. As soon as they're on the bike, you lose all of the little details. NSN also rebranded from Israel Premier Tech last year. I guess they didn't want a repeat of the protests. It's definitely not ugly. It is quite forgettable though. Net company Ineos. This photo is very flattering. The lighting is great. I need you to see what the kit actually looks like. On the right. Horrific. This is the most IT company grey I have ever seen in my life. They had orange last year. Sick. Stands out. Nice and bright. Not too orange. Horrific. I hate it. It is ugly and forgettable. It's off the charts. Picnic Post NL. I've never seen this team before in my life. Probably one of our least problematic sponsors for the whole tour. It's like a post company and a food delivery. These people don't look like professional cyclists to me. Not because of their bodies or anything like that, but it's a vibe. It's because of the kit. It looks like these people were browsing the little cycling aisle and they said, wait, we found something. It's right next to Net Company. Pinarello Q36.5. It's minimal. Yeah, okay. Why do they not have to change their kit? Why do Movistar have to change their white with blue kit, but these guys don't? I don't get it. This one looks more similar to me to the Young Rider jersey. It's not ugly. It's a little bit forgettable. That's more forgettable than it goes here. It's not ugly. I think it's actually less ugly. Red Bull Bora Hans Grohe. Hilarious photo. There's been a bit of tension between Lipovitz and Remco, and clearly Remco said, oi mate, I'm going to stand in the front, I'm the real leader. It's annoying because the Red Bull logo absolutely clears. It carries this kit so hard, and if they were to do something that's a bit more of a vintage throwback, obviously the other sponsors would never allow this, but if they were to go all in on the Red Bull logo, it could be 10 out of 10. But it is sadly ugly. But because of the Red Bull logo, it does get carried. Soudal Quickstep. It's okay. It's not the worst. I think it's a bit weird that it looks like the helmet has a cannabis leaf on it. There's a fun little bit on the back. I think a lot of designers forget about the back area. I like this little distracting moire pattern. Maybe it's to put off other people. It's inoffensive. It's a little bit forgettable. The Soudal logo also clears a little bit. It's quite nice. So for that reason, it's here. It's middle. It's middle band for me. Tudor. It's very Swiss. That's not a compliment. That's it. That's it. It's Swiss. It's black. Where's your riders? You can't even afford a photo shoot with your riders. Forgettable and not ugly. Total Energy. This photo and the kit vibe gives supermarket sponsor. Doesn't give big oil sponsor, which is what they actually are. I think they're color dropping the oil spill cleanup photo, actually. That's a little bit insane. Ugly and forgettable. Visma Lease bike. Horrific. This year, they did something fun. We're going to let the public vote between two colors. Do you want black with AI slop on it, or do you want Victor Campenaerts pee when he has a UTI and he's drinking a lot to get rid of the UTI, but there's a little tiny bit of blood and a bit of demonosa in the system? If you know, you know. I hate it. I hate both options. While it's not going to be there anyway, dead. They did this voting thing. I think a lot of people voted black just to be like, haha, let's put them in black under the sun of the Tour de France. It's going to be like 40 degrees. They're going to absolutely cook. And none of the controversy was about how ugly the AI slop, generative text-to-image grok. This is grok level AI drawing on here. It's actually horrific. Visma Lease a Bike are one of the richest cycling teams. They can afford a real designer. It's trash. They said it's to honor Gaudi because the tour starts in Barcelona, blah, 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 blah. Even Wout looks bad in the piss color. Do you know how bad a design has to be for Wout van Aert to look bad in it? This shit that they did before was better than what they've done this year. People laughed at that. Ugly. Slightly less forgettable because of the marketing. I think for the layman, it did work. It's going there. The tackiest photo shoot, but what do you expect from the richest team on the tour? Reminder, people, money does not buy you taste. It does buy you all of the fastest riders in the world, though, and no designers. I feel like if it wasn't for Tadej's iconicness, the U8E team kit in general would have so little source for what it usually does. Statistically, it's very improbable that there are no gay cyclists in the peloton. There's 184 riders. So even if, 1% of the population is gay, there should be a few in there. But, with these kind of sponsors, no wonder. Because of Tadej's impact and all of the finished photos, it is quite iconic. It is ugly, especially with these little triangle things at the bottom. It's only Tadej's impact that I'm struggling with. It's going here. X Mobility. Looks like a supermarket sponsor. They're not. They're actually a fuel retailer. It's a cute photo shoot. Very school vibes. I like the national jersey. That's it. Yeah, it's ugly and very forgettable. It probably goes here. It's not the ugliest. And last, and probably least, another really tacky photo shoot. I couldn't even find a higher resolution version of it. I really hate this bloodstain red that they have on their arm. That's it. Nothing more to say. It's really forgettable. It's down there.